25 laps completed in the Goody's Dash Series race at Daytona. On lap number 2, this is what happened when Shannon Bryant got forced to the apron of the racetrack and melee behind.
About 20 cars involved before it was all over. There we see Shannon Bryant making contact with Randy Humphrey, which triggered the crash, and there's the impact when Clad Cruz just almost drives through the back of Shannon Bryant's car.
And Zach Brewer was taken over to Halifax Medical Center for a right leg injury. We'll update his condition if we get the information. The Bud 1 airship 1,000 feet above Daytona International Speedway, bringing you the spectacular aerial shots. Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR. Once again, the top 8 continue to run in the lead draft. Actually now about 6 cars, as there is a battle for the 7th position as Christian Elder takes 7th. There's 1 and 2, Huffman and Humphrey.
And Ricky Bryant, the pole sitter, seems to be off the pace. We saw the 21 car Christian Elder just blow by Ricky Bryant. It doesn't sound like it's making good power.
He's dropped back to 8th position. Bill, you know what's going on?
Yeah, he told his crew he's dropped the cylinder, Bob. So, you know, that's obviously going to be a huge ailment for this little car at Daytona. So he was expecting to pit in the next lap or so anyway. He'll probably be in next time around, and we'll see if they can do anything about it. But it doesn't look good for him right now.
Well, Ricky won the last race of 1999 at Langley, Virginia, and had high hopes because he won the pole here today. Hoped he would continue that win streak, but it isn't going to happen. Meanwhile, these top 6, 7 cars are on pit road on lap number 28. There's Ned Combs hitting his pit box. Now to Jerry Punch.
All right, Robert Huffman, the leader of this event on pit road, as are Humphrey and the cars behind him. Now, they can change tires here, but no one is opting to do so. Just top it off with fuel, but you got to get it completely full of fuel. Huffman's crew, he is down and away. Here is Christian Elder leaving. Looks like Elder will be the first one off pit road. Chapman and then Humphrey. Let's check in with Bill Weber.
Ricky Bryant sits on pit road. They have refueled the car. They pulled out the hood pins and went under the hood. They asked him to change ignition boxes to see if that would help. They're going to send him back out. They don't think they can fix it under green. They send him back out to see if he can stay on the lead lap and then maybe fix it if they get a caution.
As Ricky Bryant leaves the pits, Angie Wilson has all kinds of problems in the pits. I think she overshot the pit box number 1 getting in, and you see the tires are outside the line, the white line. That's a penalty in NASCAR, and we see the official in front of the car holding Angie Wilson in her pit box.
Angie started 11th, was involved in that early incident, and now has been penalized for a violation on pit road and can only sit there and wait for the NASCAR official to move away from the front of her car so she can get going again. That's Scott Weaver that has pulled into his pit box, which is just ahead of Angie.
That looks to be a lap penalty. I mean, she still is sitting there.
Eddie Kelly in the number 40 car is the leader of the race. He has not pitted yet. Right behind him is Derek Kelly. So it's a battle of the Kellys here on lap number 30. Eddie Kelly is from Indianapolis, Indiana, and has roots in open wheel racing, a former sprint car driver. Finished 5th in the 1999 Goody's Dash Series points.
Derek Kelly, the 28 car, is sponsored by the company that sponsors the race, Discount Auto Parts. So he probably has a lot of folks cheering for him.
And he hails from Auburndale, Florida. Experience in the All-Pro late models, the Goody's Dash Series, and the Hooters Pro Cup.
I'm told that was, in fact, a 1-lap penalty for Angie Wilson for pitting outside the pit box. Huge, huge penalty here. Oh, I thought something happened to his car. He was just getting ready for the traffic that he sees in front of him. I guess that's Angie Wilson and Scott Weaver.
Oh. Now to Jerry Punch with more on Eddie Kelly, who's still up front.
Well, Bob, the Indianapolis native actually came on to pit road during that first caution flag and made a pit stop. That's why he's able to stay out probably another 3 or 4 laps at the most. And that's why he's been able to come from all the way from 24th position to the lead. Now, obviously, he would love to see a yellow flag and be able to pit under the caution, but he'll have to make his next pit stop in about 3, maybe 3.5, 4 laps.
Well, Christian Elder is running third. He's the driver that won the race out of pit road among those who did pit. So when these two have to, Christian will take over the lead. But right now it's Eddie Kelly and Derek Kelly first and second, followed by Christian Elder, Robert Huffman, and Johnny Chapman. And there is Christian Elder, who's about almost 30 seconds behind the lead duo, but again, when they pit, he will assume the lead. We got 10 cars on the lead lap in the 80 lap. Discount Auto Parts 200. Back at Daytona, where it is lap number 33 now, and still Eddie Kelly and Derek Kelly continue to run first and second. Christian Elder back in third position. Robert Huffman is fourth, and the 77 of Johnny Chapman is running in fifth position. Now these guys are on pace of about 100, and so you see 160.8 there for the 28 car of Derek Kelly. Meanwhile, Christian Elder, who has already made the pit stop and is about 29 seconds behind, is running over 162 miles an hour.
And I will update the pole sitter Ricky Bryant and let you know that the last time by, as I heard him go by the start-finish line, that cylinder that he lost, I think he's got company. I think he's lost more than one. It sounded terrible as he drove by just a couple of laps ago.
Eddie Kelly finished sixth here at Daytona last year, was fifth in Goody's dash points in 1999.
Crew chief on Eddie Kelly's car, the 40 car, is Joe Smith, who was my jack man back in, oh, I don't even remember.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Saw Joe down there earlier in the week. Look at Scott Pralin go blowing. These guys must be going to pit. Yes, that's what's going to happen.
Yep. Scott is the last car, by the way, on the lead lap, that number 1 car. And here come the Kellys. Dropping down to the apron of the racetrack and hitting pit road. That's going to give the lead to Christian Elder. We'll see how the pit stops go here. Down to Jerry Punch.
55 miles per hour for the third-year Dash Series driver, Eddie Kelly, at 34 years of age, out of Indianapolis, Indiana. He finished 6th here a year ago, finished 5th in the series point standings last year. And as you said, Benny, the veteran Joe Smith is his crew chief. Joe says fuel only as Eddie brings the car to a halt. They put the gas can in. Remember, they only hold 8 gallons. They only need 1 gas can. These cans hold 11 gallons each. It is full of fuel. Get the can out. Nope, they're trying to get more fuel in it.
Somehow the gas isn't going in the car. The vent isn't working properly or something. They can't. I don't think
They finally get. Benny, you're exactly right, but they could not get the vent flap open to let air come out and get the thing to be full.
And the 28 car of Derek Kelly also has problems. They can't get his car fired. They're pushing it down pit road.
I said, up boy there, it looks like me on the right-hand side. No wonder he quit pushing.
He's out of wind already.
He's out of wind already. Exactly. I know the feeling.
Oh, this is a tough break, though, for Derek Kelly. For both of them.
Man, they can pit that car all the way to end of pit road, but I don't think they've got enough stamina to do that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, there's Christian Elder, who now leads the race. Right behind him is Huffman.
And Johnny Chapman is in third spot, and we see these 3 cars have about a 4.5 second advantage over the 4th place car of Ned Combs.
B.J. Mackey runs in 5th.